What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Jerrilyn Lake. I'm checking in with none other than my bestie for the resty.
Lynee Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network.
Period. We back, baby. We back.
Yes,
That's how Scooter was on Living Single. Baby, I'm back. Boy, get your after you done left my girl stranded.
That part.
Girl, this is such a wonderful time to have this episode because so many amazing things are happening.
I know.
We're right smack dab in the middle of Black History Month. Valentine's Day is coming up. We black and we proud.
I'm proud. Period.
Mm-hmm. So many things happening, and we're going to touch on all of that today. But friend, before we do that, though, I got to ask you what irritated you this week?
Girl, everything irritates me. Everything always irritates me. Everything irritates me, but girl, I didn't really get I got sleep, but I was kind of woken up out of my slumber, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like every time I'm trying to settle down, why do the house feel like it need to start settling as well? Like, what is all that snap, crackling, pop? I know I don't, Jerrilyn. When you start going to sleep, don't you start hearing all these like random noises throughout the house? What is all of that noise up in the house?
That one empty bottle of water that you put in the trash 6 hours ago.
Right, just
decided wanted to expand.
I just be like, what is all this noise?
Now I gotta go downstairs with that thing. Hello?
Because it better not be nobody up in here, child. For free.
Girl, oh my gosh, I could definitely understand that. Needing sleep, needing rest, and as soon as you get ready to get something happens. So there's that.
What about you, Fernanda? What irritated you though?
Child. Corey Holcomb and Aries Spears.
Girl,
because
that child. I was gonna say it, but I'm like, I know her well enough to know she's gonna bring that up, honey.
Girl, and I want y'all to know I got a segment just for y'all. So hope you tune in, Bookie. Girl, why? First of all, Corey Holcomb on his little raggedy podcast, and we've talked about him before. He and Aries Spears have both.
Absolutely.
That's why. That's okay. Let me just.
No, friend, let
me slow down and tell the story. So Corey Holcomb has said that he's lost out on gigs, and it's TMZ's fault because they released the footage of him assaulting a woman. Walked up on her in her personal space and punched her in the face. 101 things wrong with this, right? But for you to get your pre-diabetic self on my timeline and tell us that TMZ is the problem,
because they were crazy.
Yeah, and so I was basically talking about that part, and I recognized that a lot of people probably thought that he was Aries Spears because for a long time there was no. We didn't have a whole lot of men that looked like that were in the comedy space.
If you saw them, can you elaborate on that? Can you give me a little bit more explanation for that?
Faison Love, Bruce.
I can see that. It's like the same text, different font. I see it.
Absolutely. And not to mention, these two specifically have built their careers making jokes about Black women, degrading Black women. Corey Holcomb even has a joke about not punching his girl, but open hand slapping her and things like that. God. So, and
let's not forget the kid molested.
I was about to say, and Aries Spears with Tiffany Haddish, and that skit that they did that was so in very poor taste. So I made the video, which I'm standing 10 toes on what I said. I don't take anything back. And so Aries Spears slid in my DMs and he sent me a voice note that sounded like it was riddled with phlegm and mucus. But that could just be the pre-diabetes. I don't know. And so he was like,
why would you think Corey Holcomb is Aries Spears? Please tell me why you would think that.
First of all, sir, talking about yourself in the third person, a little crazy. Okay? That's a little crazy. But to do what I do when I see wild stuff. Block me and go on about your day.
That part.
But it's not now also, to be fair, if you feel like I'm attacking you and you want to defend yourself and you want to respond, absolutely go right ahead.
You said his name for a milliliter of a second. Girl, he wants attention. You're never going to use me to try to get attention, baby, because
that's what I said.
And then moved on to something else. Like
because he wasn't the focus of the video.
Thank you.
That's what the problem was. You were not the focus of the video, but now you're sitting here. Well, how could you think? First of all, me and everybody else in the comments was on the same page.
And how could you not breathe? Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Because while you sitting up there huffing and puffing and blowing houses down in that voice
already out of breath.
It don't take long to type stuff. You're so lazy. Jerrilyn,
already out of breath.
Lazy.
Already out of breath.
Already out of breath.
You started behind the cue ball. Don't make no sense.
I can't believe you. Fingers tied already. You say, no, I'm just going send her a voice.
And you know,
just stay.
I looked at it, and when I saw it, first of all, I'm not following him because I'm not a fan.
No,
I liked him on Mad TV years and years ago, and I thought it was funny when he played Wizard Kelly on The Proud Family for years. But I don't consider myself a fan of his, so I was not following him. His message was in my message request. And so when you look at the video, you can see that I added it to my primary mailbox because I just saw a verified blue check. And I thought that was funny because, sir, first of all, go to hell. Let's start there.
Immediately.
Let's start by going to hell. And I just felt like it was so unnecessary to do. Like, and apparently, unbeknownst to me when I made the video, apparently he and Corey Holcomb have beef from years ago. Apparently he came on Corey's.
That's how much I don't care.
Something.
Imagine exactly. I don't know because I genuinely don't keep up. Don't care. I do not care. You don't got beef with nothing in that refrigerator. You worried about the wrong beef.
Hello.
Calm down. I look. When I seen it, I felt like I could see exactly what you meant. I was looking. I said, what?
Make a lot of sense.
They do look alike, and they both make terrible decisions. They both make terrible decisions. So twins, y'all do the same thing. Y'all think alike, y'all act alike. Okay, like come on now. I just like, sir, it's not that far fetched. It's not. I just hate the fact that he couldn't see it. You know, his eyes real. You know what I'm saying? Real small and swollen and put together, so he couldn't really see what she was talking about. But I seen it.
A lot of jaundice. A lot of jaundice in the buildup around the eye canal, if that's a word. Is that did I make that up? Yep. He just needs to sprinkle a little turmeric right there before he go to sleep.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, do a spa day. You know, and it's always moving on from him specifically. There's always a man that looks like that has something to say, because I remember vividly them both making jokes about women's appearances. Neither of you is the first pick for me. You could literally put them in a lineup of 16 other ugly men. I can guarantee 99% of the time, every other person is going to pick one of those other ugly men.
Absolutely.
You're not even first of the last. So what are you even talking about? So there's that. You know,
you wanted the attention. So
and you have it now.
And there you have it. You're welcome. A nice thank you to us for giving you the attention.
I know.
That was so nice of you. That was so nice.
Because he could have just said nothing. And I respect you wanting to say something, but I think he thought I was going to respond to him in my DMs. And no, you wanted it. So here we are.
Absolutely.
But girl, aside from that, so many other things are happening. And well, friend.
Girl, what happened?
Oh my God, I'm so glad that you asked me, girl. First of all, I just want to let you know that you will be my Valentine this year.
Oh, friend, I love you too.
Meet us, you must Girl. So just for the fans watching, I don't know how interested they'll be in this, but I got a little got a little fun fact for you guys. Okay. It's very much not fiction. Surprising fact. Valentine's Day started as a Roman fertility festival. Okay, had nothing to do with romance. It involved matchmaking rituals and basically chaos. So Saint Valentine, there were multiple Valentines, and historians aren't really even sure which one the holiday honors, but it didn't become a romantic holiday until the Middle Ages, when poets like Chaucer linked February with birds' mating season. So somehow that turned into a holiday where Americans now spend $25 billion a year. Chocolate and diamond companies heavily shaped, modern expectations through the marketing in the 1900s. Of course, capitalism built this algorithm brick by brick. So question, Is Valentine's Day really about love, or is it about a pressure to perform the act of romance?
I think a little bit of both, because with romance come a little love on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I want some
Right,
of
right.
your brown sugar. Okay, and you. Hey. Yes, I feel like it's a little bit of both. I definitely think I have mixed feelings about Valentine's Day, right? Because I feel like if your partner is showing up for you every day, right? Then
Right.
it's not something that you're going to be like gun hole on. You won't bet your relationship on it if that person feels like
Right.
they bring you some flowers instead of doing this real elaborate thing, with the hotels and the roses and the balloons and the candles and you know what I'm saying? The serenade and the violinist and all of that stuff, right? You won't go crazy because if your person is showing appreciation for you every day, you won't be looking forward to that. But when your person is not showing up for you every day or even every other day, and you ain't really sure what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little, you want to feel appreciated. You look forward to that day. You look forward for them putting forth the idiot. And just because they don't, I don't know how to, whatever. Just because they don't mean they don't love you. It might be like they're not a romantic. And so you're looking for that day for them to kind of pull out all the stops, all the tricks, all the, the bells and whistles, because that's not something that's like usually a part of y'all relationship. And so I feel like it really depends on where you are in your relationship on whether or not it is something that you feel like it's doing too much, or you're looking like, oh my God, this is so sweet. I'm just happy that we're spending time together.
I think to me, like, if I never got treated any kind of way and then on Valentine's Day you do something, I don't know if it would make a difference, because yes, you're just performing something that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is something that you're using to keep me here with you, or I mean, maybe you just want to shut me up for a couple of weeks. I'm not really sure, but I know that the best relationships are the ones where Valentine's Day is not that big of a deal. Not that we don't do anything to show our love for each other, or maybe we don't plan anything, because everybody don't want to do stuff on Valentine's Day, and I understand that. But if if we're solid 364 other days of the year,
then why should it matter?
A card and some flowers, okay, thanks. But I know you've been coming home to me every night. You've been providing for me. You've been making me feel safe and secure. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I think there definitely needs to be some kind of balance, because there are people that are looking for diamond rings and
100%.
Range Rovers and all these other crazy
things. And it's banking. And the worst part is like, it's all banked on a relationship. Like, if you don't do it, now consider yourself broken up with. You know what I'm saying? Consider yourself single if you don't go through with all the elaborate things that they expect during Valentine's Day. And what I will say is that sometimes people are different, right? Where I happen to be a gift giver, but maybe the person I'm with or was talking to wasn't. They don't really get into that. They're not into gift giving or whatever. And so sometimes I don't think it's like that they don't want to or something like that. I think it's more so about like, I know this is something that's important to you. And I think it's important to know who you're with and be like, because I know this is important to you and this is not really my chemical makeup and how I'm designed, I still know how much gifts mean to you, that I'm still going to show up for you in this way because it matters. And I think that could be a thing too, although wouldn't bank my whole relationship on anything, or I don't think anyone should. I don't think anyone should bank their relationship on Valentine's Day. I think you should see how they treat you, like you said, all year round. It's not just this one day. But I do think sometimes you shouldn't be so selfish in relationships. If you know that your person likes certain things, you should still show up for them. Showing up in different ways for your person is super important. I just think that. I think this is all relationship based, but I want to reiterate again that I don't think this is a time to throw away your relationship. I think it's a time to pay attention throughout the year. Like, have you been treated well? And if you haven't, then this is why you're putting so much emphasis on this day.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it. So what's the worst Valentine's Day gift you ever received?
Nothing. That was the worst one. Absolutely nothing. No acknowledgement, no gift, no nothing. Just nothing. That was the worst one. I'm
gonna go with that as well.
Exactly.
For 500, Alex. How are you in a relationship with me and you don't want to give me nothing?
Nothing, like at all. Yeah. So yeah, I would have took a call. I don't know, friend. I think I kind of feel the same way. It's like, good. I'm glad you didn't give me nothing because now I know exactly where you stand at. Sometimes you need to know. You need to, like, oh, I would have took a car. Oh, I would have took some flowers. I would have said that. No, you not doing anything or not getting me anything. Let me know exactly what I needed to know. That's the blind spot. That's what I wasn't paying attention to.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. It's crazy for you to be in a relationship and Valentine's Day just is not on your radar at all.
Yeah.
But it like if you feel like that though, like it might be time to let that go.
For
So I definitely understand it. I would say that's the worst that's the worst gift I've ever gotten, just to feel not considered. Not I wasn't even thought about.
That part, not even a thought, nothing.
Because
hey, how you doing?
The flowers at Publix is $10.
Right, exactly.
You ain't even got to get me no fancy roses. You can legitimately go get me 3 single roses from Publix for $10, and they will already be in the vase with the water in them in the refrigerator. Ask me how I know. I've done it.
She just put y'all on. So for all you lazy people who don't know where to get flowers from, don't know how to set it up, don't got the creative wit, whatever you want to call it, she just put you in a bag. Go get the flowers. Lord.
That's literally the bare minimum too. So I mean, you ain't got to get me no Range Rover and pay my rent or nothing, but I mean, a small token of appreciation would be,
Nice.
we'll be grateful.
Nice.
It would be nice.
But what was the best Valentine's gift you ever got though?
Girl, I'm gonna be honest with you, friend.
What?
I don't be booed up like that.
Me neither, friend.
I have had so many Valentine's days come and go, and this will be the second year in a row that I spend it with my parents. I'm actually,
I love that,
and I'm actually talking to someone this year, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like we've already done that because I booked a trip out of town.
Yeah.
And I told him I wasn't changing. I said I'm not changing. I'm not giving up Spain for you. I will be in Barcelona for Valentine's Day.
Hello?
So you can come if you want. But I felt like Eartha Kitt when I told him that. Because the way that lady said, I fell in love with myself. And if somebody wants to share that with me,
I love that.
I'll allow it.
I love that video of her. Yes.
So, that's where I'm at with it. But I think all the best gifts I've ever received have come from myself, honestly.
Same.
So,
Same.
and not that I'm not looking forward to stuff, but I know you're a gift giver and I'm just not. So typically I don't expect gifts from people. If I want something, I get it for myself. And so I think maybe I'm the problem.
Right. Because if they can't treat you better than yourself, friend, then what are you doing? Why are you here? That's the biggest thing. Okay, and I can see the video you put up today, especially when it comes to your friends. When you're surrounded by friends who love you, who show up for you, who just do things for you, you will easily see where the problem lies. And that's all I'm going to say. Surround yourself with people who love you, who will still gift you, who will go out with you, who will talk to you, who will be available for you, and you will see where the problem lies. It will be so clear as day. Like if your friends are better than that person. Wow.
If there's a woman that treats me better than you and I'm not giving her coochie, that's crazy.
Hello? Like, let's be for real. Hello?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to stop giving these men coochie. I'm glad I was able to work that in there.
Hello.
But as we fall in love and out of love maybe, and we learn things that we do and don't need to know about people, there's one other thing we got to talk about, because February is Black History Month.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to us for being, discriminated against, having all these racial protocols put in place, laws literally to segregate us and demean us, and still rising to the occasion, outdoing everyone, upstaging, running circles around people. Shout out to us for doing that.
Shout out to us.
And friend, you have some inventions. I know we got a little something we're going to talk about, because a lot of people don't know these things. So Black people have contributed greatly to not just our society, but technology and medicine and transportation and all the things. So what you got for us, friend?
Okay, so you guys, well, first of all, do you remember MapQuest?
Girl, why would you traumatize me having to print out that big ass piece of paper and flap it open on the dashboard?
Girl, like, I'm not good at I don't have no sense of direction, friend. Like, I can go somewhere a bunch of times, right? But now what you do, you just use your GPS.
I'm putting that GPS on.
Hello? And we could thank Gladys West for that, okay? She was...
Come on, Gladys.
Was it nice? I don't know. West. It went west was what it was. So Gladys was the one Gladys West was the one who invented or helped invent the GPS. Like she had a huge hand in that. And this was a woman of age. So like, I just like how she was thinking. I remember pulling out MapQuest or having to print out MapQuest and like feeling very lost all the time because I don't understand street names. How girl, I be all over the place, right? But when the GPS came out, it changed my life forever. Now your girl did get extra lazy now. Now I don't try to remember no directions, nowhere.
I'm putting it right in the GPS.
Right, exactly. So like,
I don't care how many times I've been there.
Exactly.
I'm GPS at my mama house.
Hello, same. Just to make sure I don't get lost or rerouted.
Exactly.
You feel me? So shout out to Gladys West. Do you remember the Super Soaker?
Yeah.
Yes. So Lonnie Johnson was the one who invented the Super Soaker. Like this.
Come on, Lonnie.
Baby, I used to have a time.
I love that they have these black ass names. Gladys and Lonnie. Come on.
No, for real. Like, so Lonnie was the one who invented the Super Soaker, and we could thank him for all the backyard barbecues, the cookouts, playing with your friends, having a good time. I mean, when you think of the Super Soaker, you just think 90s, baby. You just think good time outside, playing with your friends. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe. So thank you, Lonnie, reaching out to you. And then last but certainly not least, Garrett Morgan. He was the one who invited the 3-light traffic signal. Okay, so thank you, Garrett. And you know, it should have came with directions because I want to go on the women say, yellow means go through. Tired of y'all stopping.
It do mean speed up.
It do mean speed up. Okay, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. All that stopping when you see a yellow light, speed through is what yellow means. And I'm going to need y'all to follow accordingly because what Garrett Morgan didn't invent it for no reason. He trying to get us where we need to go. Okay?
I know that's right. So what we have here is 3 people, well, 2 people specifically, making sure we are headed in the right direction.
Hello? You see
that? What it seemed like to me.
Clock it. I see what
and,
you did.
And another one ensures that we have joy along the way.
Hello?
On, we got a little aim with that direction. Come on. Because only God can do it. Only God can do it. Only God can do it.
Yes.
You know, I love, and that's also very black because why do we need to break out and worship for no reason?
Out of nowhere, get right into character. Yes.
I love being black though. If you could reincarnate me as anything, I'm not gonna hold you. It'll be a black woman every.
I'm about to say, what else would you want to be? Like
a black woman. I want to be blacker.
No. Hello? You're gonna make my skin a little darker.
As black as I can be. Yes. As black as I can be. And I know this phenomena, you know, has just started to come about because we was in school and they was calling them kids African booty scratchers.
Girl,
I ain't forget that.
I remember that.
I ain't forget. Y'all called us roaches and monkeys and African booty scratchers. And it didn't even matter. It didn't matter what kind of black we were. We were African booty scratchers. Now, within our community, there was a little colorism.
Yeah. It's
and we must talk about that as well. But if I were to come back as anything, it'd definitely be another black woman.
Absolutely.
Just
and I want to be
hair, the nails, the makeup, the body type, the features. Like
if I come back from that, I want to come back as a herbalist. Like, girl, you about to see me fucking about to see me with my head tied up, dreads. Like I want to bang. Like I just gold. I want to come back as a herbalist. Like I just.
You know what's crazy? What? You can do that tomorrow.
I can. I think I'm gonna do it today. Actually, as soon as we get out the.
You can get you some light. You want to like your hair up? Yeah. Get some sister lives. I think you would be cute with sister lives.
Friend, that's a lot of work. Cause who gonna redo them?
Girl, no, it ain't. Girl, if you don't go to the
people, that's like 12 hours sitting there with them little teeny.
Not. It's not. It's not that long.
Will braids suffice? Faux locks? Will they do? Okay.
The way I'm gonna wear these when I die. Put the braids in the casket with
Hello.
Okay, make sure it's laid in the casket.
You know I got you for
because the way these protective styles. That's one thing. Another thing we can celebrate as far as Black History.
Let's talk about
because I love a braid. I love a wig. I love a bust down. I love a leave out.
Yes.
I love
natural. a natural afro. I love a braid
All
out.
of it.
I love hair. Y'all know that's, if you know me, then you know hair is my thing. So like knowing that Black women have the ability to transform into anything that they feel that day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whatever it is. If my mood says I want to wear a bob, okay. My mood says I'm in the mood for braids, okay. If I want to wear my natural hair out and do a twist out afro, okay. I love that we have the ability to be chameleons but still stay true to ourselves at the end of the day. Like, it's so important. And a lot of people don't, well, why y'all always change your hair? Why y'all always do this? And why y'all all do that? Because hair means so much more in the Black community than any other race. Like outside of, I know they grow their hair long, in certain cultures and things like that. But when it comes to Black women, it's literally a part of our outfit. Our hair is our outfit. It goes with everything that we have on. We're very intentional about how it looks, and we take time. And even for people who don't like to do their hair, they still find things that work for them. Even if it's a ponytail every day, that's what worked for her. She got a lot of hair. She don't feel like dealing with it, but she still can slick it back in a ponytail and still look fire. Like beautiful face, bone structure, and all of that. We come in so many different shades, and we can wear, because of that, we're able to wear blonde and red and black and brown and auburn. You know what I mean? Like our skin tone and complexion will bring out our hair depending on the color of it. And it's just beautiful. Like, I just think that we are so blessed to be able to transition and do different things all the time when it comes to our hair. And like, that's just how I'm feeling. You can kind of tell how a girl's feeling, like how her hair is. Like, oh, that's the mood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that it was something that they tried to weaponize against us. And we were able to, because, certain hairstyles are not professional. They're not deemed professional. And the way Black people were like, I'm gonna show you.
Thank you.
because Black women are doing everything, whether it's a braid, a bust down, a bob, a ponytail, a twist out, so it does not matter. We take up space in every field, every industry, and we look better than y'all doing it.
Hello. And then people always want, well, what's your real hair look like? And why are you always wearing wigs? And why you always got braids?
This is my real hair. I paid real money for it.
Hello? Come on, let's talk about it. Hello? I didn't pay for this.
What was said?
Somebody.
What was said?
That part.
Yeah, but it cost a real piece of corn.
Exactly. But I just wish people wouldn't get so hung up on that, because it doesn't matter. Like, I just went down a list of why we change our hair, why it's important to us. You being pressed about my real hair is for your own personal usage. And then what? And then, okay, you see and then do I get a cookie? Do I get a smile? A thank you? It just be like overly involved in other people's comfortability. I'm comfortable with how I wear my hair. And the many ways that I wear it, I love how I wear my hair. You know what I'm saying? So people trying to make other people comfortable when I'm already comfortable in my own skin is crazy to me. I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, and as a Black woman, you should never.
Hello?
I'm the main one I'll be like, listen, I don't care what they tell you to do the opposite.
Do the opposite.
All right? Because these people don't know us like we know us. Y'all don't know what we need. Y'all don't know what's important to us and what we value. So you can't tell me how to exist as a Black woman. You don't know.
You don't understand.
You don't know what I deal with. You don't know what needs to work for me and what I truly have to have in order to feel good about myself. So mind your business.
Hello. And I just want to go on the record. I was doing so good. I just want to go on the record and say that those blonde wigs you see us wear, not Caucasian hair. I just need you to know that it is not. It's not Caucasian hair. It's
girl, the way people, I love all the discourse around this. Because if y'all think that the hair care industry is $1 billion industry and anybody is wearing 100% human hair, it's a little crazy to me.
Hello?
It's a little crazy to me. We're not all, no, okay? There ain't enough hair in the world. It got to grow. We not doing that.
It got to grow.
Finding all these ways, because they do that. People inside and outside of our community attack women, regardless of what their hair looks like, as a way to distance themselves or make themselves seem better than somebody else. Y'all are all wearing the same bundles, same wig, but now unless
what?
Unless you got it from Party City. That's
not the same bundles. That's not the same bundles. That's not the same bundles. Now they are high end and low end. There are some paying 1,000, this paying 200. So depending on the density, you're gonna get what you pay for. Right. That's all I'm gonna say. But
that's the point. You're gonna get what you pay for.
That's it. Okay. You're gonna get what you pay for. And they ain't nobody.
I know that's right.
That's your
okay. Because get out of Party City.
Right,
You don't supposed to be in Party City. No time should you be in Party City before October the 1st.
Hello?
Don't be in Party City
shopping
before
for
October
wigs
1st.
is crazy. Could you imagine?
Unless it's for a skit or a play or something. I don't want to see it. But well, I mean, Tyler. Oh, you know what?
You know what? Don't cut up.
Hello?
Do not cut up.
My camera breaking up. I think it's
Don't you cut up.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, so moving on a little bit. I know we got not a whole lot to cover, but I do want to just take a minute to check in with you, friend. Just about your mental health, because I know that every time we get on the internet, there's something new, unprecedented that is happening, whether it's our president or the administration as a whole, ICE and what's going on in Minnesota, and just the way people are being treated right now and the lack of humanity. How are you feeling, boo?
Heavy. Very, very,
Yeah.
very heavy. I think that this is Jesus, heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? People, and the thing is, people don't ask you how you feeling a lot. So sometimes you gotta reach for that. I can't lie to you and be like, I'm good. Not with all this going on, you can't, I'm good. It ain't no way I can say, oh, I'm good. Like, it just don't give that.
Mhm.
It's very heavy and disheartening, and it makes you feel like, am I dreaming? You know what I'm saying? When am I going to wake up from this nightmare? People are being treated so unfair, unjust, and you kind of want to take a stand. You want to do something about it, but like, you're like, where do I start? You know what I'm saying? Just like, start, really. But it's like, where do I start? There is so much going on in the world, and there's so much you're being exposed to by just being online. We have to be online all the time. And so sometimes that can turn into just scrolling, and now you are like overloaded with just crazy amounts of information that I don't even think our brains are supposed to take in that much information.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are absorbing so much from Instagram to TikTok to YouTube to Facebook. I mean, it's just nonstop. And, it can really make you feel like I'm not doing enough. Like, I need to speak out. I need to say something. Use your platform for good. Just, I don't know, friend, it just feels heavy. How do you feel?
Same. It's very heavy, and I think sometimes people we're at a place now where people are either obsessing or we are checking out, and I think I'm closer to the checking out part, which is a little concerning, not because I don't care or I don't want to be informed, but because I do have to protect my mental health. I think that there needs to be a beautiful balance of staying informed and also not driving yourself crazy, because at the end of the day, even with all of this information, there is nothing that one person can do right now in this moment. We can vote and we can protest and we can bring awareness to it on our platforms, and we can do all these things. We can call Congress, our representatives. We can do all of these things, right? But at the end of the day, the people who have the power are sitting back and doing nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
So why would I lose my mind when I know as an American citizen, I've accomplished my civic duty. I've taken care of my responsibility of voting and educating people and making sure other people are registered to vote. Like, I've done that. And so I think now I'm just like, there are people who have made a platform off of covering the Epstein files and everything that Trump is doing and the people on the Epstein list. I don't want to do that. I'm going to give you something lighthearted in the middle of this, because it is a dookie storm. And I don't know if I want to, like, at this point, the thing that's pissing me off about the Democrats is, okay, he can't do that. It's illegal. We know you've said that for 2 years. Now, what are y'all doing? Because he's already basically making sure that ICE and potentially the National Guard will be at polling locations to intimidate people, voters. What y'all gonna do? What's your plan? I need you to stop pointing and saying that's not right. Because we all know that.
I mean,
we're past that part now.
Friend, and that I guess it's hard for me to hear you say that, because I know you're such a huge advocate. You know what I mean? Like, and you're right. Only can do like one person. It's just not enough of us coming together to like do something about it. And so, as one person, always having the voice, always, putting forth the energy to talk about it, because you're gonna talk about it, Jerrilyn. If it's one thing Jerrilyn was gonna do, is talk about these politics, right? Exactly. Like, she's she's gonna be very informative, and she's gonna let you know what's going on, you know. And I hate that, like, you have to numb yourself to it, or you feel like you have to numb yourself to it. But I will tell you that I appreciate your comedy. Always appreciate your comedy. And I do think in the midst of storms, laughter is always a good healer. Like, even though it's a lot going on, people still need people to make them laugh. Need videos that's going to bring light, you know what I mean, to situations, even though it's nothing light about it. Still bring light to situations, still can laugh, still can have, you know, a sense of humor. And so we don't want to lose our laughter, because after that, then, right, once we lose our laughter, we don't know where to go from that. So I still commend you for putting out content.
I appreciate that. And I think the solution is, before I say it, this might get me canceled, fired, or I don't know. But I just want you to know that what I'm about to say is in no way indicative of the thoughts and opinions and beliefs of Urban One Podcast or Radio One. We got to start whooping their ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When white people start acting, white people don't fear us because they know historically we have been a semi-peaceful people, at least toward them, because we were afraid. We feared what would happen. We didn't want to get hung or shot or murdered or beat up or raped or killed. You know, all these things that they did to inflict pain and to torture multiple communities, not just Black people. I think we need to be the monsters they think we are.
I have to agree with you, friend. I think it's definitely time to hit back. And the worst part, I just posted something about this too, with this palm colored woman. Decided she was gonna hit this man in the store, and he went oops outside her head so fast. Okay, and I'm like,
and that's exactly what we needed.
Yes, about time. This is how you start Black History Month off with a bang. This is what we more of that. Y'all need to see. We don't have enough examples of that. We see a lot of us walking away, trying to be the bigger person, not like wanting to get into. We see a lot of those videos, but we don't see a lot of videos where you say that wrong thing, right? And then somebody just go, poop. That's
right there.
Just a little. Get into reality real quick. Who are you talking to? That's all people need is a reminder.
Yeah, because you forgot. I know in your frenzy to be racist, you were so gung ho, you know, to say something so discriminatory. And people love to say violence is not the answer. I disagree. I disagree. For white people, violence has always been the answer. We need to be trying to figure out what the question was.
Hello.
Because violence in my book always the answer.
Don't get me started on them white woman tears.
Girl, the way I just seen a lady in the airport, I'm gonna post the video and I'm gonna do a reaction to it, because I just saw a lady in the airport crying because she needed something at Southwest Airlines and they wouldn't allow her to do it. Of course, the ticket lady was a Black woman. All these tears. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. The lady said no. They said they were gonna call the police. Next words out her mouth in front of her 2 kids and her dog were N-word, A-word, B-word.
What?
And then went right back to crying and talking about how she needed to get on her plane. I said, ma'am,
I know you lied.
And she better than me, because that would have been my last day employed at Southwest. Because I need you to understand, it's not that I think a lot of them white people be using the N-word like a draw for in Uno. They know that it upsets us and they want to see us get flustered. I'm no longer flustered. I'm about to start getting in there.
Yes. Yeah, I have to agree with you, friend.
Because you think that we're scared of you. And I think it's time for them, because our ancestors did peacefully protest and they did, escape slavery and all these things. And it's not that we're so different than our ancestors. I think that what we're dealing with now is going to require it needs to be met with a different level of force.
Agreed.
These people don't care about us. They have shown us they don't care about our protests. They don't care about our votes. They'll literally rig an election.
Hello? And intimidate you to not go vote. So that's no longer an issue. They don't care about that. Yeah. Okay, what else?
They don't care. So what do they care about? Money and violence. We need to stop supporting their businesses.
Absolutely.
Get off Amazon Prime. Get off of all these big names, these Targets and these Walmarts and these Ubers and like, baby, the way we never went back to Target is crazy. I stopped going to Target one day, and let me be honest, I wasn't a Target shopper for real anyway. I would go to a Target if it was in the area and there was no other place to go. I'm a Walmart girly.
I'm both, but I'm a Walmart girl for sure. And
I didn't know. I had no idea. When I found out that they all donating money to the Trump campaign, I said, I got to start growing my own food.
Exactly, girl. I ain't been to Target since. I see a Target.
I support places like a farmer's market. Go to a farmer's market if I need something. If I need some clothes or something, I try my best not to do fast fashion. But I mean, it's only if the event is tomorrow and Fashion Nova can get it here by 3. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think people always say, well, we got to find our own things. We got to make our own things. We did that with Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
We did that in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They tried that in Birmingham. They literally bombed our things. They flooded our towns. They murdered our people. So we do have enough solidarity and community to create these spaces. We need them to just leave us alone.
Yeah, that part. And I have to say something. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate, though, friend. Don't beat me up. I hope y'all don't get mad either. But there are so many different Black people coming out with so much stuff. We're still inventing. We're still creating. We still can't support the business. I know a lot of y'all be in the comments like the price is the price, but y'all, the price be price.
Sometimes the price be a little crazy.
Price, friend.
I'm not paying you $60 for a fish plate. Go to hell.
Friend,
Black business or not, you can go to hell.
Like I be wanting to support, friend, but the price, Slim. And I never like, well, you're not their target audience, but I am. No, I am your target.
And I understand they don't have access to larger manufacturers that can mass produce things. So I do get it. They need to increase their price point, but you also have to understand, like, okay, then you have to target, you have to market to some other people, and you can't be upset at like. Now it's just really not the time to be asking people for more money.
That part is,
you know what I mean? Like it's tight for everybody.
That part in this economy, I be wanting to do all Black owned everything. I want everything around me to be Black owned, but sometimes I can't justify paying that amount of money, and then you see it somewhere else. And like you said, mass production, I get it. Manufacturers, I understand. I don't know how we can figure it out to just lower the price a little bit so that we can all get more involved and then not feel like I can only buy one thing a month. Like I need other things this month. I need other
things. You can have toothpaste and you can have toilet paper, but you cannot have both.
Right, like I want to support. I'm going to say it 1,000 times. I want to support. I want us to figure out how we can get savvy and figure out how to drop that price just a little bit so that we can be supportive. It's not that I don't want to. I'm saying that there is a glitch in the system. How can we fix it?
Yeah, I think we have to be in those places. Like white people will have all these big companies with a bunch of white people on their boards and all their CEOs and CFOs and the head of marketing, all of this stuff. And how many Black people do you know that own a bank where we can go and get a loan to perhaps mass produce something? How many Black people do you know that are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies? Not just CEOs, but also founders. How many Black people do you know? Not that you can Google, but that you can call right now and say, "Hey, man, I need a little help on this."
And who haven't gotten in that position and not switched up on us? Like that part, you know what I'm saying? Who haven't actually gotten those chairs?
That's it right there.
Yeah, because the thing is y'all start off doing it for the community, and we see y'all, and of course the Black people are the ones that push you there. We voting for you. We want this for you, and then you get in the room and you start making the money. You start having the conversations, and now you somebody completely different, and you never reach back to the community that got you in that seat in the first place. So how many of those are there?
Now, friend, you talking a little heavy.
I'm not trying to get on y'all nerves on Black History Month.
You talking heavy. I like arguing with people, so I like this kind of conversation because what we said was what we said, and sometimes you have to. We just got to be a little more reasonable with what we're doing. I'm not giving you $300 for a silk purse. I ain't got but 2 tablespoons of hair. We're not.
Okay.
We're not doing this, especially in February.
Come on.
Got to go to hell.
Sure.
Got to go to hell. Yeah. I'll put, girl, the way I'll slick this down and go on about my business. I'm not wrong with y'all.
Okay, get a little curl going with that finger curl. Child,
I'm not wrong with y'all.
Yeah, I just want us to like, because okay, let me tell y'all something real quick about marketing, right? If you are making something, and like I said, still trying to figure out how you can make it affordable, because I think that's important. However, if you are making something, and I do think that you should invest in it, but I don't think you should use your last. What I do think is that you should probably sell it that's maybe a little less, right? So you're not going to see a return that year. Unfortunately, you might not see a return that year on the first 6 months. But if you have an amazing product and you're giving it to people, or you're allowing people to get it at a cheaper price, and it's something that they will need, then if you do hike the prices up later, you can still get a return on your investment later. The thing is, y'all want to make something and then y'all want to return as soon as you put it out. And that's not always how business works. You're going to have to take a hit sometimes. And if you are willing to take the hit and people fall in love with what you're doing, you'll have so many customers because people was able to get it at an affordable price. So when you raise the price, it'll make sense because I believe in the product already. Allow me to believe in what you're doing, and then I'll already want it. But when I don't know and I'm on the fence and it's $1,000, I'm good. I'm not doing that.
I can promise you, if it's $1,000, I'm not on that thing. You're gonna have to go to hell. I'm nowhere near that fence. Yeah. I'm up the street. Okay.
And now I'm back up the street. And now you don't push me back up the street. I'm trying to come back.
Yeah. So it's a lot of competition out here. But like you said, if you have a valuable product that people want and people are going to need over time, and before ChatGPT takes all the water on the planet, go ahead and get them to pull you together a business plan. Because because that's the thing too. Like, I feel like every time I realize what's happening, girl, we ain't got long on this floating rock. We ain't got long.
I know.
So that's why I'd be like, Lord, I don't know what is happening, but every day I'm going to get up and I'm going to do exactly what I want to do and whatever makes me happy. Because tomorrow we could be in concentration camps.
I don't like that. No.
Girl, they're building one in Social Circle in a warehouse, maybe 45 minutes, an hour outside of Atlanta, I believe. I think.
God.
They're building one, and it's an ICE detention center for Department of Human Services. Yep. And they think that we are willingly, but and let me be clear, Atlanta and Georgia is not the same thing. Just want to throw that out there, because a lot of people think that they built the concentration camp in Atlanta, and that is not how that's going to go down. we heard, baby, we heard them folks was coming to Atlanta. I said, I don't think them niggas was outside the DHS office. They was outside the ICE office the same day that the announcement came out, protesting with signs. I said, Atlanta not the ones to play with. Now, Minnesota they really showed us how to do it. They really showed us how to do it, and I appreciated that. Me personally, I'm Black, so I'm not doing it. I think that the people who can risk that, which is usually wealthy white people, and a lot of white women who don't mind using those tears for good instead of evil, I think you need to be out protesting.
Agreed.
Thank you for coming to my tears.
I agree. And on that note, friend, we might as well go ahead and wrap this up with a bow. You feel me? So
that's it. That's all I had today.
That's all I had as well. Y'all, we want to hear from y'all in these comments. We asked a lot of posing questions in this episode. We want to hear about you for Black History Month. We want to hear about you with these politics. We want to hear about you for Valentine's Day, as far as, is your relationship on the line. Just make sure you start spamming the comments, because we definitely want to hear from y'all. We're going to be here every Thursday. You can see the visuals on YouTube, or you can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know every time your girl's around. Okay? Peace.
Bye.